Good morning, everyone. So I want to explain as far as like paying your children. So if you are an LLC, you are allowed to pay your children. All you got to look up, it goes up every year, but you look up the maximum you're allowed to pay your children. Okay. With an LLC, you can pay directly out of the LLC to your children for services they've done. Okay. We use our children for marketing. They also do marketing runs to doctor's offices with my wife. And that's absolutely wonderful because they bring in so many patients because everybody loves the kids, right? So I justify how much I'm paying them because they're doing so much good. And then I actually record their hours and all that stuff on like a spreadsheet so that if I ever get audited, I say, this is what I paid them and this is how much I paid them per hour and all that good stuff, okay? Because you need to have that. When it comes to, and then when you do the payroll portion of it, you will tell the payroll that no taxes will come out, no income, no FICA, no Medicare. It's your kids. They're under 18 years old, and that's how that works. It'll still be reported as payroll, but that's it, and you don't have to pay the taxes on it. So they get that money tax-free. Then you can go and look into how much of a Roth you can put in that year. So like this year, it's like $6,500. So let's say like this year, I think it was like $15,000 is the max I could pay my youngest or my oldest daughter. So I justified her time, put together, and ended up coming out to like $14,000 or something is how much we were paying her, $14,183 or something, okay? So I took, since $6,500 was allowed to go into a Roth for this year, because I looked it up online, said what's the max you can put into a Roth? Well, the max was whatever, $6,200, $6,500. So I put $6,500 of that money into a Roth IRA for her. You can just start that with Ameritrade, which is what we did, and you just put the $6,500 in, and voila, that's that. That sits and it's just going to grow. They can pull it out for qualified expenses such as school, buying the first home. You can look up online and see what's acceptable, but they can pull it out for that. They cannot pull it out before they're 65 or 66 for other miscellaneous stuff. They can, but they're going to pay a penalty. I think it's like 10%. Plus they're going to pay income tax. So, but if they take it out after they're that is 65 or whichever, then they don't pay anything on it. I mean, it's just literally can sit and grow all of their lives. And then when it comes time for them to retire, they get a lot of money. So it's an excellent way of delegating some of the money that you've paid your children, okay? Secondly, I also take some of it and I put it into the stock market. And I put S&P, which typically gains 18%. I'll put some in Microsoft, some in this. Now, whatever I know is going to be around forever, and it's going to grow and it's not going to go anywhere, I'll put a little bit in each of those and let that grow as well. Now that they can pull out because it's just in the stock market, but they're going to pay income tax. They still won't pay FICA or Medicare, but they're going to pay income tax. Okay. So now, if you have started making a lot of money and you changed over to an S corporation, that is absolutely wonderful. Now you change to an S corp, you file your form, you have the S corp, you make, let's go back to the same numbers we had before, $100,000, and you made $100,000, but you paid fair and reasonable. For you, your salary was $60,000, and so you had $40,000 left over and all that good stuff. Now you want to put money into their account. Well, you can't do it right from the S corp. You have to go to your Secretary of State and file a DBA, a doing business as, and basically as a sole proprietorship. So you're going to file the sole proprietorship and you're going to say, okay, this is Jason Olivati as the agent and the owner, and it's going to be Business Assistant Services is the name of ours, or something close to that, right? So then what happens is the S corp pays that sole proprietorship for services that were done. Okay, same deal. If it's, if I'm allowed to pay them up to $15,000 and I pay both of them, let's say 14, then $28,000 is going to be paid from my S corp to the doing business as $28,000. Then that DBA before the end of the year is going to pay my girls for the services they've provided. They're going to pay my younger one 14, my older one 14. Okay. And then after you've paid that money, then you're going to put that into a Roth, okay? Or you're going to put the amount that's allowed into a Roth. So, with that said, it's really good if you definitely got to keep your records so you can prove, hey, this is what I paid them for, this is what, yada, yada, yada. But in addition, you have to be able to, keep the records, keep track of what they did, and hey, this is how this went, and this is why I paid them for this. They did marketing, they were on one of our TV ads, our commercials, whatever. If they just shredded paper, okay, you can pay them a minimum wage. You know what I mean? If they went out and did marketing for you and you used their little pretty looks and their sweet little young childlike stuff, then you can pay them a lot more money, because I can guarantee you I can justify to any IRS agent that little girl brought in way more patients than any one of my staff would have brought in by going and doing the marketing, because they're like, cute little kid, oh yay, let's send them patients. So that's how that works. And you got the S corp. I'm just making sure I got everything for you. But that's that. But that's a good idea. Just make sure you check the maximums that are allowed for Roth and the amount to pay your kids. Keep your records, and then that's about it. So I hope that really helps you all. It's been great. We've been able to build up a nice retirement thing for them, and they're probably gonna be able to pay off their school and stuff with the money. So if you got any questions, feel free to holler at me. Make sure you like it and subscribe if you would. I'm really trying to get into this business thing. I've been around for 23 years, run my business for 23 years. And, I really like to share the information that I have learned over the time that I've been around. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.